Yes, sir. It's your boy JT, and I'm back again with another video today. Before we get into this video, make sure you guys hit the like button, make sure you guys subscribe, make sure you guys continue to show love. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the notifications so you can be notified when my videos do go live, because you know YouTube be on they bullshit. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's get to the intro. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back again with another game day picks, of course. All right, so we got week six, baby. So last week was a brutal ass week. Oh my God, we really like, my picks for last week were awful. I don't know what happened. We went from being 11-4 for like 2 straight weeks to having that week that we had last week, which I went 7-6, which is crazy. But hopefully we can bounce back this week. Like, I went 7-6 and my Cowboys lost too. Like, it was just all in all, it was just an off week, honestly. I don't know what was going on. There's like literally no consistency. It's only maybe like 1 or 2 teams that are like consistently playing in a certain form of fashion, and everybody else is just inconsistent across the board. So we're gonna try to do the picks this week. So we got the game day picks for week 6. Let's not waste no more time. Cue the music. All right, here we go. So week 6, we got first matchup. We got the Colts versus the Jaguars. Now, the Jaguars have won their last 2 games. I think they have been a London game and I think a Mexico game. I think so. I'm not sure, but they have won back-to-back games. The Jaguars actually look like the Jaguars from last year that was in the playoffs, because for the first couple of weeks of the season, they have not been looking like themselves. But for the past 2 weeks, they have been winning. They beat the Bills, which was a big win. Now the Colts, on the other hand, Anthony Richardson, he's going to be out this game, so Gardner Minshew is going to be quarterbacking. I don't know when Anthony Richardson is going to be coming back, but they do have 2 monster backs. They got Moss and they got Jonathan Taylor in the backfield. I expect that run game to be on point. Gardner Minshew, he can win a couple of games, but like I said, he did start at one point, which is kind of funny because he was the starting QB for the Jaguars at one point. So this is kind of like a revenge game type thing. But I'm gonna be honest with you, anything can happen in this game personally. But I'm gonna go with the hot hand here, and I'm gonna go with the Jaguars. I think the Jaguars, they're at home. They're on a 2-game winning streak, and I think they're gonna take out the Colts. I just think the Colts are kind of short-handed. But yeah, I'm taking the Jaguars with that one. Next, we got the Patriots versus the Raiders. Now, the Raiders can't get it together to save their life. Jimmy Garoppolo is like, he has the most interceptions out of all the QBs in the NFL right now. His defense ain't helping him at all either. Now, the New England Patriots, on the other hand, they got blowed out 2 weeks in a row. They have a lot going on, like as far as quarterback, as far as coach. They have a lot going on, and I don't think it's going to get solved this week either. So I'm going to go with the Raiders on this one because they're going to be at home. So I'm going to go with the Las Vegas Raiders on that one. Now we got the Seattle Seahawks versus the Bengals. So Bengals, they have a lot of problems too. I just feel like every team this year is like has a bunch of problems going on, which is crazy. I don't understand. Like, what's in the Gatorade this year? Like, for real. But we got Seattle. Seattle's going to be getting some core pieces back in their offensive line this week. Bengals, offensive line can't block for shit. Bengals did win their last game, but I think this week is gonna be a tall task playing against that Seattle's defense. That Seattle's defense is fast as shit. With Bobby Wagner and them boys, man, oh my God. What they did to Daniel Jones on that, I think it was either a Monday or a Sunday night game where they got like 11 sacks. That shit was crazy. I don't expect that to happen, but well, actually, to be honest with you, it may happen because the Bengals offensive line is that bad. The Bengals defense been playing pretty well though. The Bengals, who did they beat? They beat the Cardinals, so they didn't really play nobody last week. Seattle beat the Giants, of course. And Seattle's coming off a bye week, so they coming off fresh off a bye week. So I think on a very beaten up Bengals team, I think Seattle's will come out with that W right there. So I'm taking Seattle. Now we got the Eagles and Jets. Now, I'm getting tired of this, and y'all can disagree or agree with me, but the Eagles have not played anybody. Their first half of their schedule is one of the easiest schedules in the NFL, and it ain't even their fault. It's just the fact of where the talent is. A lot of the talent is in the AFC this year, and essentially we thought it was going to be a lot of talent in the NFC, and it's not. So they're playing against these teams in the NFC that are garbage, but the back half of their season is going to be very, very tough. So they're probably going to win a lot of games right now, but I can see them losing a few games. But this game, y'all ain't playing nobody. The Eagles, we know who they are. Jalen Hurts, you know, AJ Brown, you know, and them boys. Great offensive line. Secondary is kind of suspect. D-line and linebackers, pretty good. Jets, on the other hand, they have a great defense, but we all know what the question mark is. It's going to be at quarterback. What are we going to get from Zach Wilson? What are we going to get from him? And I don't know if he's going to make enough plays to beat the Eagles, so I'm taking the Eagles on that one. Next, we got Washington versus the Falcons. So, of course, we got Bijan Robinson, Ritter, and them boys versus Washington and Eric Bieniemy. And I know they've been talking about firing Washington's coach and stuff and replacing him because he's been from that Monday night game when they played the Bears, and the Bears embarrassed them, and the Bears got their first W, which is crazy. They were, you know, as far as the Magic Johnson, which is like, I think he's like part owner of the Washington. He was kind of upset, making tweets and stuff about how it was no effort in the game and stuff. So this game, the Falcons have been riding pretty high. Who did they beat? They beat the Texans, which I picked the Texans to beat them last week, but they didn't. So Falcons are riding high right now. They are 3-2 right now. So I'm gonna pick the Falcons because they're gonna be at home. And Washington, I like Eric Bieniemy. I don't trust the quarterback. Just saying. Now we got the Lions and Buccaneers. This is gonna be a really good game because the Buccaneers have had their moments where they have looked good, and then they had their other moments where it's like, damn, like they could. I know as far as I think Mike Evans got hurt the last game they played. And I think they're coming off a bye too. So they're going to be fresh and they're going to be at home. The Lions are flying high. They're 4-1. They look pretty good on both sides of the ball. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to take the Lions on this one. I never would have thought I would be taking the Lions on picks, but I'm going to take the Lions on this one because I just feel like they're on a roll and they have a lot of confidence. And the Buccaneers are coming off a bye, which can be good and bad because they could be a little bit restless and they could be a little bit rusty, but at the same time they could be motivated too at the end of the day too, because if I'm not mistaken, I think this is a divisional game. So yeah, I'm taking the Lions with that one. Now we got the 49ers versus the Browns. This is going to be a very competitive game. I'm not going to lie. Both defenses are really, really good, but the only difference is that Deshaun Watson will not be playing in this game because he's still injured for the Browns. 49ers, they're rocking on all cylinders. They completely demolished my Cowboys. Oh my God, I'm so sick. You know, I'm so sick of the 49ers fan. I'm so sick of them. I'm so sick of them. But, of course, for this one, considering that Deshaun is not playing, and even if he was playing, Deshaun is not playing up to his caliber of the player that we know he is. But I've been telling people the whole time that I don't think he's going to get back to that version of himself that he was a couple of years ago. So in this game, I don't care if the Browns are going to be at home. I'm taking the 49ers on this one. I would be very shocked if the Browns beat them with the quarterback that they have backing up Deshaun. But anyway, we got the Giants versus the Bills. This is an easy game. Giants don't look like garbage. I'm going to be honest with you. Giants look like garbage. Like I said, they're Saquon Barkley in a bag of chips, like Stephen A. says. So I don't expect anything too crazy for them. The Bills, they did take a loss to the Jaguars. That game was kind of wild, not gonna lie. But the Bills are gonna be playing at home. They should not lose this game. So I'm taking the Bills on that one. Now the Bears versus the Vikings. Now the Bears got a big W. They got a W they got their first win versus Washington, which is crazy. They blew them out. And then of course the Vikings, I think they only have won one game, or have they won a game at all? Oh yeah, so the Vikings have won one game and they got beat by the Chiefs. So they're playing at home. The Bears, they won their first game. So both of these teams are 1-4, essentially. This is a toss-up game. Like this is kind of like the toilet bowl, to be honest with you. Somebody got to win. Somebody got to win here, and I'm just going to. I think Justin Jefferson is out too as well. He's going to be out for 4 weeks, and he's on IR. So I don't know what the Vikings plan to do, because I've heard rumors of they're trying to trade Kirk Cousins or potentially. And then the Bears, on the other hand, I guess they may have found something, but I don't like consistently. I would need to be able to see it consistently week by week in order to put them in a tier of an actual good team. So I'm going to take, considering that Justin Jefferson isn't playing, I'm going to take the Bears on this one. But that game is going to be a toss-up. So next we got the New Orleans Saints and the Texans. So I did pick the Texans last week to beat the Falcons, and they disappointed me with that. CJ Stroud still looking good, but at the same time, he is still a rookie quarterback. He's playing against the Saints, which they have a really, really good defense. Of course, the defense is always going to come through, but the offense is just so... I don't understand. New Orleans Saints offense is so weird. Like, some weeks they look good, and some weeks they just look like trash. But they did blow out the Patriots last week, 34-0, which is insane. I don't think the Texans are the Patriots, to be honest with you, so I don't expect this to be a blowout. I expect this to be a close game. Of course, I would want to root for CJ, but him being a rookie, I'm going to go with the Saints because I feel like the Saints is going to show him some different things on defense that he probably hasn't seen, and they're probably going to, and Saints defense is probably going to win this game for them. Now we got my Cowboys and Chargers. This is actually a Monday night game. So, of course, my Dallas Cowboys coming off the loss to the 49ers. And, of course, everybody has been talking about us all week long. Everybody has been dissecting the team, talking about how garbage we are and yada, yada, yada. And I'm just like, look at y'all delusional asses talking about us as if we are such a bad team after 1 week loss, after a week 5 loss, which is hilarious to me. Still a great defense. Offensive-wise, can potentially be a great offense. Now we got the Chargers on the other hand. I'm pretty sure they're coming off a bye week. Already coming off a bye week. Let me check. Yeah, so they're coming off a bye week. So of course they got Kellen Moore, which is our old offensive coordinator from last year. He's gonna have something to prove. Wouldn't be shocked if he tried to pull out all the bells and whistles to try to beat us, honestly. Hopefully the Cowboys defense and offense get their shit together, and hopefully we play like we should play, honestly, because like I said, we have the talent. We have the talent, no question. We have one of the better rosters in the NFL. We just got to play like it. Simple as that. Like, simple as that. So I expect Dallas to win this game because the Chargers have players on defense, but their defense is not up to par. Offensive wise, they do have a lot of firepower. But I think not Keenan Allen, but Mike Williams, I don't think he's playing. So I think they're down a receiver. So I expect the Dallas Cowboys to win this game. All right, next we got Arizona and the LA Rams. I was hoping the Rams would beat Philadelphia, and it was looking like that in the first quarter when it was going back and forth, but Philly just pulled away from them. Arizona, they got beat last week too. Who did they get beat by? They got beat by, if I'm not mistaken, who did they play? They played the Bengals, so they got beat by the Bengals. The Rams, they got Cooper Kupp back, and they got I forgot his name, but the other receiver. I think the LA Rams offensive wise is way better than Arizona, so I'm gonna go with the LA Rams with that one. Now we got the Panthers and Dolphins. This one is pretty easy too. It's just Panthers don't have enough. They don't have enough. They don't have enough offensive weapons. Defensively, they're a little suspect in a few places. Dolphins wise, they have all the firepower in the world. Defensive wise, they've been giving up a lot of points lately, but I think the offense will supplement from the defense giving up so many points. And like I said, the Panthers just don't have enough. So I'm gonna give the Dolphins the W for this week for that matchup. So that is going to be it. So that's going to be my picks for week 6, of course. Let me know down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys picks are. Let me know what you guys think of my picks, and then we can talk about it. But hopefully we can get a better record for this week, because last week was completely awful. So hopefully we can turn this thing around and maybe we can go undefeated. Who knows? But anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys hit the like button, make sure you guys subscribe, make sure you guys continue to show love, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.